We are touching on a topic that's super close to our hearts and our eyes. Why we cry and when it's time to seek help. We all know crying is natural, but did you know it actually has healing benefits for both your body and your mind? In this video, we'll talk about why we cry, the hidden benefits of those tears, and how to tell when it's time to seek a little extra support. Let's start with the power behind those tears. Why we cry.
So, why do we cry?
Crying isn't just about sadness. Humans produce 3 main types of tears, each with its own purpose. First, we have basal tears. These are always working to keep our eyes lubricated and healthy. Think of them as the body's natural eye drops. Reflex tears. These are what we get when we're chopping onions or facing smoky air. They protect our eyes from irritants. And third, we have emotional tears. These are the ones that we shed when we're feeling deep emotions, whether it's joy, sadness, or even a sense of relief. And these tears are different. They contain stress-related hormones and chemicals, helping us to release and reset emotionally. It's incredible, right? Emotional tears are like nature's way of helping us process what we're feeling and help us come back to our center. There you go. Just let it out. Benefits of crying. Now let's talk about why crying can actually be good for you. Crying has a range of benefits for both physical and emotional well-being. Here are some of the main ways that shedding tears can be beneficial. Emotional release and relief. Crying helps relieve pent-up emotions, acting as a form of emotional release. It allows us to process intense feelings like sadness, anger, frustration, or even happiness, helping us to avoid bottling up emotions that could otherwise lead to emotional exhaustion or burnout. Stress reduction. When we cry due to emotional stress, our tears release stress hormones like cortisol. This helps us to reduce overall stress levels, and it can lead to feeling of relief and calm afterwards, almost like a reset for our mind. I know many, including myself, have been here before, experiencing the heavy weight of emotions melt right off of our bodies once we decide to release those tears. Mood improvement. Emotional tears stimulate the release of endorphins and oxytocin, which are the body's natural painkillers and mood-lifting chemicals. This release can make us feel better and even numb physical and emotional pain for a time, providing a temporary mood boost. Detoxification. Crying helps to rid the body of toxins, particularly during emotional tears, which contain stress-related chemicals and other toxins. Releasing these chemicals can help the body rebalance, making crying a natural way to detox from emotional distress. Enhancing connection and empathy. Crying can signal vulnerability and need, encouraging others to respond with empathy and support. This fosters closer social bonds, and it also helps us to feel connected and understood, particularly in times of hardship. Promoting relaxation. Crying stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for relaxation and calming responses for the body. This effect can lead to a more relaxed, centered feeling after a good cry. Improving sleep and reducing anxiety. Because of this calming effects, crying can sometimes help improve sleep and reduce anxiety. By releasing tension and stress, crying can prepare the body for rest, and it makes it easier to fall asleep. In essence, crying is a self-soothing mechanism with a natural balancing effect, helping us to physically and emotionally process life's highs and lows. It's a reminder that our minds and bodies are designed to help us cope in healthy ways, even through the simple act of shedding tears. Mindset Minute. All right, now let's reframe our mindsets. When it comes to crying isn't a weakness, it's a strength. Allowing ourselves to cry shows that we're human, it shows that we're vulnerable and courageous. Crying can be a part of a balanced, mindful life, helping us to release what no longer serves us, inviting us to embrace healing. So, the next time that you feel you need a good cry, honor that. It's not something to hide or feel guilty about. It's your mind and your body telling you it's time to let go, reset, and show yourself a little extra compassion. Scripture Minute. For those of us who find comfort in faith, let's look at what Scripture says about crying and comfort.
Psalm 56:8. Record my misery. List my tears on your scroll. Are they not in your record? This verse reminds us that every tear is seen and valued by God, each one telling a story he remembers. Matthew 5:4. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Jesus reminds us that there's no shame in feeling sadness. When we mourn, we're promised comfort. Revelation 21:4. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. This verse gives us hope that one day there will be no more suffering. Until then, we find comfort in His promise of peace.
When to see a doctor.
But when does crying go from a healthy release to something that might need a little extra help?
While crying is a natural and healthy way to express emotion, there are times when excessive or persistent crying may be a sign of an underlying issue that could benefit from professional support. Consider seeing a doctor or mental health professional if crying feels uncontrollable. If you feel unable to control your crying and find yourself crying excessively without clear triggers, this may be a sign of an emotional imbalance that could benefit from further evaluation. Persistent sadness or depression. If your crying is accompanied by ongoing feelings of sadness, hopelessness, or loss of interest in activities that you once enjoyed, you may be experiencing symptoms of depression. A mental health professional can help assess these feelings and recommend treatment options. Increased anxiety or panic attacks. If crying often follows feelings of overwhelming anxiety, panic attacks, or intense worry, you may benefit from speaking with a mental health professional about managing these emotions and addressing the underlying causes. Difficulty functioning in daily life. If crying episodes interfere with your ability to work, to maintain relationships, or complete daily tasks, it may indicate a need for additional support to help you regain balance and to function in your life. Frequent irritability or mood swings. If your emotions feel unpredictable, or if you find yourself shifting between crying and other intense feelings like anger or frustration, it could point to a mood disorder or a need for better emotional regulation tools. Physical symptoms. If your emotional distress is causing physical symptoms like headaches, stomach issues, fatigue, or changes in sleep or appetite, a doctor or mental health provider can help you address these symptoms and to help you look for possible underlying causes. Feelings of guilt or worthlessness. If you find yourself crying frequently because of persistent feelings of guilt, worthlessness, or self-criticism, this can be a sign of low self-esteem or depression. So seeking support can help you address these feelings and improve your self-compassion. Recent major life changes or trauma. If you've experienced a significant life change, such as a loss, trauma, or a major transition, and are struggling to cope, therapy or counseling can provide valuable support for processing these changes. Crying can be a healthy way to express emotions. But if it begins to feel overwhelming or it is accompanied by distressing thoughts or physical symptoms, it may help to speak with a doctor or mental health professional. They can guide you towards resources, coping strategies, or treatment options to support your mental health and overall well-being. Healthy practical ways to release. If you're feeling overwhelmed, here are some healthy ways to release emotions that go beyond tears. Journaling. Putting your thoughts and emotions down on paper can be cathartic. Deep breathing or meditation. A few moments of calm breathing can help center your emotions. Movement. Exercise can help release endorphins and helps shift your mindset. Creative expression. Drawing, painting, or making music can be a beautiful way to channel your emotions. Remember, these practices aren't meant to avoid crying, but to support you in finding balance and emotional health. And there you have it, my beautiful mindfulpreneurs. Crying is a healthy part of life that helps us release, reset, and move forward. But if you ever feel like your tears are overwhelming or something deeper is going on, know there's no shame in reaching out for help. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to check out this one. And if you enjoyed this video, even if it was just a little bit, be sure to like and subscribe for more mindset wellness content like this one. Until next time, remember to take care of yourselves and to honor your emotions. As always, stay focused, stay connected, and always choose joy. Bye.